And I think that women miss my message so much because they think that I'm bashing and I'm a hater. But no, I'm just realistic. Hey girl, hey, welcome back to Just a Girl Talk. My name is Janine. If you are new here, if you're new, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. If you're not new, welcome back to the channel. So y'all, I want to just talk about what life has been like as my platform has grown, specifically on TikTok, and I am working really diligently and hard to grow my platform here on YouTube. So bear with me, y'all. It has been a journey, honestly. So I want to just go back a little bit and just kind of do like an update on of how I got to where I am today, because honestly, genuinely, I feel like this was only God who led me to start using my voice. So I remember my husband saying this. He asked me a question, something under the lines of like, when women are talking to me about something, do I share my opinion about it? And I'm like, yeah, but like I don't just go out spewing my opinion to people if they're not asking, if we're not really having a conversation. He was saying like you need to be saying more, talking about stuff more, and you know, like if like I'm not someone who will let someone say something and not speak up or say how I feel about it, or like, you know, share my opinion, especially if they ask me for my advice. But I'm not the relationship person who's just going to be like pushing my opinion on someone's relationship. Like I don't typically, you know, do stuff like that. But I remember him saying it, and that just came to my head just thinking about where I'm going with this conversation. And I was on YouTube initially when I started doing Just a Girl Talk. That was back in 2019, before the pandemic hit. You know, the goal was to have these conversations with women, talk about different things that I felt like weren't being talked about, and really just grow my channel from there. Pandemic hit, life happened, got lazy, wasn't dedicated to YouTube, and I'm just going to go to Instagram. And then y'all know Instagram is just Instagram. I don't even know. Instagram is just Instagram. That's all I can say. And then I had kind of an epiphany over the summer, last summer, about just like I want to really bring Just a Girl back, because I had decided I was going to just be done with the women empowerment side and focus on my nonprofit. But something was, I feel like God was really tugging at my heart to say, like, you don't, like, in order for you to really get these girls, you have to really keep talking to these women. So I said to my husband, this was like September, September, I'm like, honey, do you think I should start a podcast? Should I go back on YouTube? I was just like, literally had always had TikTok on my phone for a little while, and I had got a couple followers. I probably had like 300-400 followers, just from like, you know, posts and stuff, or some of my friends from Instagram following me. And I remember him saying like, no, I think you should focus on TikTok, grow your platform over there. You know, YouTube is a whole, you know, you can get back on YouTube, but kind of like grow your followers over there to transfer them over to YouTube. So I'm like, all right, but I got like 400 followers. Like, I really want to do Girl Talk, but I need more. I need more followers. And at that time, y'all, this is like September, I was so like, do you think I can really get 1,000? This is only 1,000 followers, y'all. 1,000. We're talking about 1,000 followers. That felt so surreal. And let me tell you why. I've been on Instagram for years. My Instagram I got deleted back in like 2019. I think like end of 18 or 19. Yeah, and then I, you know, created a new one, but I'm still at like 2,500 followers. So for me, I feel like 1,000 to get felt like, baby, I'm still pushing. I'm like trying to get to my followers up on Instagram. So I just, you know, he said, no, you can do it. Like, really him encouraging me, like, just to do it. You can, you know, just stay consistent and just keep talking about certain different things. I didn't really have a niche of like what I wanted to necessarily focus on. I knew that I wanted to really talk about women, young girls, the influence. I didn't know if I wanted to do beauty influence, fashion. Like, I was just like, because I love all those things. So I'm like, I don't know really what's my thing and what I want to cater to. And I just felt like, let me just be me. Let me just talk about what's important to me and what is really happening and what I want to see. And then from there, y'all, I'm almost at 13K followers in 6 months, and it's like, wow. But let me tell y'all this. I said this before, I was not prepared for the hate. I was not prepared at all, y'all. It's real. The hate on TikTok, baby, I was not prepared. And unfortunately, as my platform grows, it will only get worse. And that's the part that I don't like about it. That's the part that really saddens me, because I know that as you get bigger, your platform grows, you have to face, you know, bigger hurdles. As I was saying, I was not prepared for the hate. And again, as the platform gets bigger, unfortunately, the hate that I'm experiencing is coming from primarily Black women, and that is what saddens me. I think, you know, we find ways to come together as Black women, but typically when we come together, it is purely to tear another woman down, especially a Black woman. And my experience just recently, over the last week or two, there have been lives held about me, people who have decided to, again, no, these women don't know me personally. Like, these women do not know me at all. They know what they see on social media, in my opinion, and they don't agree with it. But instead of just saying we can agree to disagree, they want to find a way to get this hate train, right? Like, we find a way to, if I don't like you, I'm like, everybody not like you. So you host a live about me with my face, and another woman held a live with me, a photo of my husband and I, and it's just like, how dare you, right? Like, how low can you be, right? And it doesn't even surprise me, and it shouldn't surprise me, should I say, because I have to be aware that a lot of these women are very jealous. And if I'm looking, and I had to really reflect on, like, okay, thinking about who I am, Just a Girl, my brand, and I've been on this app, you know, just a few months, right? Just the last 6 months. And I think as I'm starting to get more, you know, known by people are talking about me more. Women don't like that. People don't like when people are talking about other people more than them, right? So if you're used to the spotlight, if you're used to being the it girl, and it's a new girl on the block, it's like, oh, who that? Who that? Excuse me? So recognizing that is what is happening, right? Like, and I'm preparing myself to stay focused on my mission, which is to inspire women to do better, so that way we can be better representation for our young Black girls. We have to change the narrative of Black women, and unfortunately right now the narrative that is being portrayed by us is not good, and we are at the bottom. I'm aware. I'm not going to keep lying about what's actually happening. If we don't hold ourselves accountable, how are we going to change? If we don't hold ourselves accountable, how are we going to influence our girls to do better, to have good examples? There are not many, if any, positive reputation of Black women being displayed in our society. It's not. So I really feel like this is not something that I, you know, set up. Like, I just was like, I knew I wanted to really do this again. I wanted to have these conversations, and I just wanted to let God continue to lead me. And I think even that, just me being me, led me to grow my platform. I didn't have to sacrifice myself, my morals, my belief, my body, to get to where my platform is growing genuinely, and people are recognizing what I'm saying just by me speaking up. So I'm like giving credit to my husband, because like him saying you can do it was like, okay, I could do it. I could do it. Like I said, I was not prepared. These girls are vicious, okay? They ain't no joke. No joke at all. They're vicious. But one thing for sure, God is greater. God is greater. And they're not going to stop me from talking. Because these babies need to hear this. These babies need to know that we care about them. We care about them. So I encourage any woman who is watching this video, if you come across this video, and if you are struggling to find your way, if you see what's happening in your community, if you see what's happening in just our world as a whole, and you have an issue with it, speak up. I know it's scary. I know it feels like you might be going against your people, because, you know, we're told we have to stick together, right or wrong, and that's not healthy. We've been doing that for too long. Just know when you speak up for change and you actually live it, I don't just say it, I'm actually for it. I believe in it. It's my passion. I give back to my community. I give back to the youth. I care about them. I want to see change. And if I don't do it myself, and if I'm not a representation of change, how can I really want it? I have to represent myself that way as well. And that's what I work hard every day to be able to do for my children and for my community. So let me know in the comments, what are you passionate about? What are the things that you see in the community that you want to see change? You want to see change in your community, in our nation, in just our country as a whole. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so thank you guys for watching another episode. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.